Hello, 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 hello. Testing, test, test, test. Hey, what's up, guys? As the title says, gonna be finishing up the StyleTTS WebUI and writing installation instructions in today's video. And well, it's not a video; it's a live stream. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty much it. So. Hopefully you guys find something interesting from it. So without further ado, let me just go ahead and jump into it. And I've already got the WebUI installed or downloaded off of GitHub, and I'm starting to set things up. So I already have actually I get save. I already have some instructions inside of here, but now I need to work through some of the bugs that are inside of the WebUI and make sure I have everything set up correctly, so that we are good to go. And I just turned up my microphone volume, so hopefully it's not blasting people's eardrums. But with that, let's go ahead and change my runtime environment for this WebUI, and I'm gonna go ahead and launch this. And so right now I currently have a bug which is, I know how to fix it. The bug in the code is due to referencing files that don't exist, so I need to change that dependency. And it should pop up. Here we go. So getting this index list out of range bug. And yeah, I know how to fix this, but it's just gonna be a little bit time consuming. So almost done, but not quite there. What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in. Hey, Egric, I'm glad you're excited. I'm excited to get it out there finally. Jordan Boyer, thank you for the comment. Thank you for the compliment. We are playing Skyrim today in the background. I don't believe it is copywritten, so well, I should be able to play in the background. What's up, Beryl? Welcome to the chat. Thank you for tuning in. Alrighty. Okay, so what I need to do is, if there's no let's say reference here, then I need to pass in an empty value. But I want to debug this so that we can see actually what the values are. Egric, for this time around, the way I'm doing this is that I am giving my YouTube members, they're gonna have access to the installable package, so they're gonna get the runtime folder. If you are not a member of the channel, you are still able to install it, but you're gonna have to do it with Python. So that is just one little thing that I'm doing, just to give some perks to my members and still offer the software out to you guys for free. So that is my compromise. Did I hear about Vulkan Labs training multilingual StyleTTS2? Yes, I did. I actually used their initial fine-tuned model. I actually think the Vulkan model is better than the LibriTTS model, but it has some issues with the end of sentences and the beginning of sentences. There are these little like slurping noises or like artifacts that are present inside of fine-tuning those models, so that's a little bit of an issue. Oops. Okay, so it's looking for voice list with defaults, and it's getting this. So if voice list with defaults, house reference audio list is going to be an empty list. Alright, so let me trace where reference audio list is actually going to be used. Let's see. Get reference audio list. Voice list with defaults. Reference audio list. I think I'm going to run into an issue with load settings here, so I'll need to add a check there. Yeah, no, I'd say the output of Vulkan is more. You can get it to express emotion a little bit easier, much better. So I'd say that would be a model that I'm looking forward to. Okay, load settings. Where do I have load settings at? Alright, is it some breakpoints? Hey, what's up? Nobody wake up. Thank you for tuning in. Long time no see. Yeah, I haven't live streamed. It's been a couple of weeks, I think. Maybe like 3 weeks already. But time is flying by for me, so sometimes I don't even realize. But yeah. So, all right, load settings. So I need to add. I need to add a if statement here to where if reference audio list else oops. I actually don't know if I can do this inside of here, so let me just take this return out of here. Add return. Set this equal to a settings list, or this is yeah. We'll just say settings list. It's technically a dictionary. Settings list equals that. Return settings list, and then I can now set some stuff up. Let's say reference file. I'm gonna say if reference audio list, then reference file equals reference audio list first value, else reference file is empty. Let's see. Egric, do you reckon I'll be able to finish the entire thing today? I should have been done by now, but I ran into some bugs, so that's currently what I'm debugging. Like, I was writing the instructions earlier, or I was writing the instructions last night, and then I started running into bugs, and I was like, gosh dang it, I gotta do some troubleshooting. So right now I'm troubleshooting, so it should be finished, but I do have to head somewhere in like an hour 30, so I don't know, we'll see how much I can get done by then. But just tracking along and trying to get as much done as possible. Is there any good open source multilingual model that has high quality outputs? At the current moment, I would say StyleTTS is going to be your best multilingual model out there. It has kind of the same issues with Tortoise, I believe, where the output is unpredictable, but I'd say it's still probably the best open source one that we've got. Now, Parler TTS has been released, which is, I believe, Hugging Face's model. The outputs of that aren't too bad, so that might be an interesting technology to look at in the future for me. And then, of course, I'd say StyleTTS, but it's a little bit harder to train multilingual stuff on here at the current moment. Alrighty, let's run through this. Yeah, but, you know, no one's really enforcing the license right now, so if you're using it for personal use, I'd say it's perfectly fine. But if you're trying to do commercial, maybe you'd still want to watch out for that. Uh-oh. Let's see. Oh, it's because I'm not passing a none value. Reference. All right. Where is it? Else reference audio equals none. I don't think I'll run into an issue with putting none here, so let's try that out. List index out of range. Voice list with defaults is also none. What is voice list with defaults? Let's see. Okay, I'll do voice list with defaults is none. I'll set that there. Alright. Oh yeah, I gotta change the logic here as well. I don't like having two if statements after each other, but we'll have to make do with that. If voice list with defaults, voice equals voice list with defaults first index value, else voice equals the empty string. Right. Okay. What's up, Daily Meme Show? Thank you for tuning in. How are you today? Just to catch you up on what I'm doing, currently just working on the StyleTTS code right now and getting the installation instructions up, and then also just ironing out some bugs that are in here. Okay. Now configuration for model specified located. Okay. Get file path. What is using? Let's see. We could actually just, I think we can pass in none. Try that. And then let's see, get file path. If voice else return none. Let's see if I can do that for this too. If voice else return none. Alright, let's try that out. Any plans for StyleTTS in Russian? At the current moment, no. I think I'm just going to be releasing the WebUI, and then allowing people just to use that as an interface for training and all of that stuff. So I don't have any plans with specific language training, unfortunately. Alrighty, pass in those none values. Cool. Ugh. Load all models. All right. Voice, none type. Ah, okay. I think I have some underlying web UI loading issues here that I need to bypass if certain values are set to none. So that's what we're gonna do right here. If voice list with defaults, else pass. Alright, so get voice models. Okay, it's going to turn model list. Let's go back. Load all models. I don't know if I actually then need this. Am I planning to replace TTS in the audiobook maker with StyleTTS or XTTS version 2? No plans for XTTS, but definitely I do plan on adding StyleTTS as an alternative engine for inference, because it's really quick, really fast. Like StyleTTS, for example, like in my case with my configuration, I've got a 4090. It generates like 10 times faster than Tortoise. So that would make the audiobook generation just so much quicker. Like, that'd be awesome. So I do plan on adding that into the audiobook maker somewhere along the line. Yeah, my timeline's been pretty pushed back for a lot of my projects recently, so sorry about that, but only got enough a certain amount of free time. But yeah, that is probably going to be one of the next implementations I got for the audiobook maker. Okay, pass. All right. List of models. Where is that generated at? Let's see. List of models equals none. Balbocoa style UI and function. Unfortunately, I'm not too sure what Balbocoa is. Baboka. Baboka. Is it a text-to-speech software? Possibly, but I mean, I just made a quick look on it. It doesn't look like it's using these more sophisticated TTS models. So, we'll not be adding that. Okay. Get reference audio list. Alright, I need to make any change to that pulls from it. Choices. reference audio file, ref audio file drop down, ref audio file choices. Let's go ahead, go here, say ref audio file choices equals that. If not, then ref audio file choices is none. Russian and StyleTTS2, to do that you have to change some of the models inside of StyleTTS for Russian, and I'm not too sure on the implementation of that, but I was reading through some of the issues and discussions on the StyleTTS GitHub, and people have done it. So if you want more information, I would check out that StyleTTS GitHub page and just look around there. That'll be your best bet. Alrighty. Okay, I think that is... I think I should be able to launch it now. How challenging it would be to port to mobile phones. It could be done. I'm pretty confident in that. But yeah, you would need somebody to be able to have, or someone that has knowledge in that. Like you can use like there's a one of my Discord members has a web app version of StyleTTS that you can use for inference. It's not the fastest, but you can inference with it, and it uses basically StyleTTS. Okay. So now I need to add all of these alternatives. Or stop path. Alright, train list. Where's this train list from? Yeah, let's do this. Else train list equals none. Alright, so that is none now. Let's see. Well, for like in terms of like TTS, I don't think I plan on using too many API'd services anymore, like Google 11 Labs or anything like that. I think I want to try to focus more on local stuff. So, what's up, Hashling Slasher? Appreciate it. Thanks so much. The GitHub repo should be up by the end of this live stream, but I ran into some issues with trying to write the instructions because I started running into well, I was going through my normal procedures for writing instructions, and now I'm just debugging some of the code that I need so that it can actually be set up. So however long it can take me to finish this out. Can the W Okada voice changer you recently viewed work on a mobile phone? It should. According to just a comment that the authors seem to have made, it should be fast enough to be ran on a phone, so that'll be interesting. That would be very interesting. I think I see what you mean, Don Marshall, for maybe some timestamping pronunciation correction. I think, yeah. But that's probably something I'm not going to be able to implement. So let me zoom out of this and get some more view. All right. Have I tried StyleTTS2? People have told me about StyleTTS2. It's just a rehash of XTTS, I believe. Somebody in my GitHub, someone in my Discord server was trying it out, and they said that there are some issues with it. So I haven't myself been able to try it. Why did it? Huh. Why did it, why didn't it default to none? Train data path equals OS path join training directory if OS if that the directory exists, else blank. I guess I'll have to check what this is. I'll say training dir. Training dir. Training dir equals that. At a 1, 2. Okay. This. OS dot path dot join path. OS dot path dot join if ig exists. All right, so let me see what this value is equal to. I don't know why it's giving me an actual directory. Yeah, there are still some limitations with the AI TTS stuff, but every day it seems like they're getting further and further along. So, oh, I see. It's not even able to it's not even able to check it in this case. Okay, well, let me still go ahead and training there. I'll slap that in there. All right. So I'm just trying to figure out right now, what am I trying to do with setting these values that are going to be populated into the Gradio web interface are going to be. So okay, hold on. Train list is none. I guess I could do if train list exists, then go into training dir. Else can AI read correctly if you put IPA pronunciation? Yes, some models that are trained specifically with phoneme pronunciation work better than spelling out the words. At least so far as I've seen. Oh, here, I can do this. If train list exists, then do that. Else, train data path equals none. Val data path equals none. And then audio data path equals none. Okay. Let's try that. Alrighty. None type object is not subscriptable. Okay. None type is not subscriptable. Train list. Okay. Yeah, I think there's some Microsoft research. Microsoft ATTS AI research. Let me see if I can Yeah, I mean, ideally, if you're able to know how a model is going to pronounce specific terms, and you don't need to change between the language's subscripts or the language's scripts, then it should be fine. Let's see. Have you taken a look at E2TTS from Microsoft? I believe they have a different way for changing pronunciation for specific words in case you need it in a said in a specific way. Ooh, nice. StyleTTS launched. Okay, cool. Sweet. So, localhost 606. Oh. 7860. Alright, let me go ahead and show the WebUI. Cool. So it looks like we have the WebUI is able to launch, which is great. So none. Cool. Update, generate. Nice. Data source, none. Show advanced settings, transcribe. Okay. Generate, none. Alright, cool. So WebUI works. Let's go ahead and rehide that. And so I think that verifies the WebUI is good to go. So let me just copy paste this. Git status, git status, save, git status. I did just change a bunch of stuff though, right? Alright. There we go. Alright, cool. So yeah, modified WebUI, git add WebUI, git status, git commit. Bug fixes to launch WebUI if no audio data is present, and then git push. Okay. Alright, so that is good to go. We are now going to exit out of that and continue with the rest of the project. So git status. Let's see, let's go ahead and git pool, git stash, git pool. There you go. Alrighty, so nice. Let's go and now continue the well, actually, I think this is it. This should be the setup instructions. It should be done for the most part, I think. Let's see. Install StyleTTS package into venv. Yeah, let me actually install from scratch now. So let me change the name of this. Let's go ahead and do old. Can delete this code. Alright, let's go ahead, open up a blank VS Code. terminal. Let's go to new terminal. CD OneDrive desktop delete me. Alrighty, CLS git clone, and then I'm going to clone my StyleTTS WebUI. Right, git clone that. Alrighty, so this is now cloned, and I should be able to follow the instructions. CD StyleTTS WebUI code open here, and I'm going to close that window out. I'm going to open up this one. Alright, so here is a freshly cloned, yeah, I can't speak, a freshly cloned StyleTTS WebUI, and we're gonna run through installation instructions. So, got a terminal here, zoom out a little bit, and let's, yeah, now I'm just gonna make sure that this all works. Set up environment, copy that. Ready, copy that. Alrighty, copy that. Alright, so this is gonna take a little bit of time. Alrighty. Let's see. I think I see what you're trying to do, Don Marshall. So you're trying to use like the AI voices inside of Windows as a default voice. That would be very interesting. I wonder how intensive that would be, though. But yeah, I don't have I'm not sure on how that would be implemented. But my hope is that this StyleTTS WebUI is now able to actually open, and that I'm not going to run into any issues. If I run into issues here, it's going to be banging my head against the wall, trying to figure things out again. But yeah, after this is released, I should be, I think, done with StyleTTS at least. And then I do want to go to I do want to check out some of the issues that are being opened on my AI voice cloning repository, because I've kind of left that one behind, and there's a lot of issues that have been opened up on the AI voice cloning repository that I haven't quite yet addressed. Alright, so my requirements have now installed. Let's go ahead and do pip uninstall torch. Alright, run through that, yes. Successfully uninstalled torch, and then now it's going to reinstall torch. So this is always necessary on Windows. There's an app called TTS Server for Android that allows you to connect to local TTS. Yeah, that would probably be the best course of action for mobile phones. Like, mobile phones are still not strong enough to run some software, like these beefy softwares on them independently. So that might be something to look for. There does exist like web interfaces though, so all depends on if I'm able to get there. Alrighty, I'm gonna copy these next ones, get some module in it, and then update the submodules. Can I add a function in which we only get to here only select the text from a paragraph, and we select this, so it will save time for creating all paragraphs over again. Human pronunciation is messed up. If that is for the audiobook maker, let's see, can you add a function in which we only select the text? I believe that functionality already exists in the audiobook maker. I think it inferences sentence by sentence, so you'd have to let me know what you mean by that one. Is there a collab Hugging First version of this app? Yes, there is. It's going to be on GitHub, and you should be able to install it. If you're talking about, oh, you said go collab. No, not at the current moment. It's not set up for Linux. Maybe if I need to get the setup for WSL2, which I might, because StyleTTS kind of has some training issues on Windows, which I will go over in the video that I make about it. But so it's actually better to train in WSL2 than it is Windows. But I know most people don't want to set up WSL2 and get that all going. So that's something further along the line, though. All right. My last installation step is pip install module StyleTTS2, and then I'm going to add one more step, which should be run the StyleTTS2 WebUI, which is Python WebUI.py. Right. Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. If this works, then we are golden. And that is actually going to be the... Oh, perfect. Look at that. We are golden. So... Go ahead and open this guy up. Local host 7860. Cool. So that works. That is perfect. Sweet. So if there's anyone in the audience that wants to get their foot in the door and try this out, the installation instructions should be good to go and should be ready. So let me just go ahead and let's see, get status, get save that, get status, get add, readme, get status, get commit, update, readme with setup instructions, and then get push, boom. Alright, so this should be good to go. Instructions are up to date. Now, what I need to do now is test and make sure that training actually indeed works. And so to do that, I can now start to add some training data into the WebUI. So give me 1 second while I browse through my dataset folders, and I'm just going to use Melina Elden Ring. I always use Melina Elden Ring, but let's go into here, create Melina folder. Let's go ahead and drag in the audio file. There we go. Good to go. And let's do Python WebUI py. I see what you mean. UI style with, well, yeah, Gradio is better in my opinion. It's nice. So maybe, but I think Gradio's, excuse me, is already inside of like the AI voice cloning repository. So just not the audiobook maker. Alrighty. Looks like we still have some issues. I gotta add some additional conditionals, so sorry, I think I spoke too soon in terms of you'd be able to install it. Alright, let me resolve this. Alrighty, let me see where this issue occurs. I know what's happening is now I have a voice inside of the voices folder, and it's trying to use that voice to load all these all the models and stuff. So not there yet. Okay. references. Let me see where this is referenced at. Okay. Load all models. Where is this referenced at? Okay, so I need to make a I need to add some logic into here to not load models if there's no StyleTTS model. Okay, get model configuration. If let's see, try except return none. Okay. If not config if not config, then return none. Loaded check equals. Okay, I'm not going to add that logic here, but I'll add this here. Loaded check. If not, wait. If not, or if loaded check equals none, just to be verbose. Gradio raise gradio warning no model configuration model or model configuration loaded check model config file is present. Okay. Oops. Load all models. It says check. All right, loaded. Check. Alrighty, well, thank you for tuning in, Daily Memes, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Does raise return? Oh, shoot. I think it does, so I'm not gonna raise there. Okay, let's try that. Alrighty. It's because it's nested inside. If config path exists, else return none. Okay. Oh shoot. Wait a second. Hold on. Okay, that's in WebUI, and then load configuration is in. Oh. Okay, I don't want to do that. That's in the StyleTTS package, so I don't want to do that there. So I'm going to change this, move this below, and say model config, if not model config, return none. And then now I can pass this model config into here, and should be good to go. That would, yeah. Don't want to have to modify the StyleTTS WebUI, the StyleTTS package, so just modifying the WebUI is going to be the better approach in this case. Alright, what is referencing this? The system cannot find the path specified. Models. Okay. Ooh, well that's nice of you, Don Marshall. Yeah, I mean pronunciation, it's a big part of speech, definitely. And I think as technology gets a little bit better, we'll get closer and closer to making it easier to do so. So we'll see how that improves as we go through. Well, appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in, Don Marshall, and see you around. Model name for model name in os.list directory. os.list. Oh, we can do a quick check. If model path dot exists, if os dot path dot exists model path, then we can check through here. Else we are returning none. Oops. See if model name is used in here. If model name, else none. Okay, here we go. Let's try this out. Sweet. It loads. Alright, cool. Loads. And now it's localhost 7860. Hello there. Elna, reference audio. Very long reference audio. Alright, so actually we want to add this into data sets. Drag this into data sets. And then I'm going to relaunch this. Okay. Sweet. So that launched up. Let's refresh this page. No voice, no reference on it, no voice models. Alright, so now we're just going to continue through the process as I know how to do and see if everything works as it should. So keep original files. I'm going to say no. Disable voice for X alignment. I'll leave that. Rename, wave, hide, transcribe, and process. Alrighty. So this is going. This should take a few minutes to get going. Right now, what's happening is Whisper X is running behind the scenes in order to transcribe and process the audio file that I had put into this WebUI earlier, and we'll wait a little bit for that to finish up. Like there is a lot of code that went into that, but I basically just took kind of the functions that I added into the previous AI voice cloning repository into and put it into this repo. Alright, transcription and processing completed successfully, 100%. Oh, nice. So that is that. Cool. Now I want to check on training. Melina, I've got an audio folder. Okay, process empty. It should be train, text, and then validation. Perfect. And then we're going to run phonemization. So StyleTTS needs to do something called phonemization for the dataset, which is basically converting like Latin script graphemes into like a pronunciation script. I think that's how I understand it. And so yeah, that's how StyleTTS was trained. And so we're going to run phonemization on the dataset. And so that is complete. it should now be able to generate a configuration, but it's not here, so I had to refresh available. So now I got Melina to save frequency of 1, log interval 10, epochs. Let's, for the sake of time, let's do 2 epochs, 2 batch size, max length of 250. Now we're gonna do like 210. Pre-trained model. Ah, there is no pre-trained model here. Okay. So that is one thing that I need to add into here. Random person, how much data does StyleTTS need? StyleTTS can train decently on about 20 to 30 minutes of audio, but it has its own little quirks with training, and you want to try to make sure the dataset is as accurate as possible to the model that you're training. Okay, so we do need to download this model's pre-trained model. So let me go to StyleTTS2. Go here. Navigate. I believe I use the LibreTTS version. Alright. So I need to copy this here. Need to modify this readme. Okay, I'm actually going to make this 9. Download the pre-trained StyleTTS2 model here. You'll need to place it into what is my repo looking for? Pre-train base _1. Okay, let me actually let me add that into my repo. Ignore readme. Let's go into my models, pre-trained base. Ignore, not pre-trained base _1. I'll save that. Then I'm going to add a get ignore to here. And do that. So right now I'm just updating. So we got here the readme, and then you'll need to place it into the folder pre-train base 1 inside of the models folder. I'll do, let's see, models, pre-train base 1, and then I'll take the name of this, download the pre-train here, it'll be placed into the folder inside of the models folder. The file structure should look like the below. Random person, what do I think is better, GPT Sovets or StyleTTS? I don't have good impressions of GPT Sovets. I didn't get to try it too much, so I still have to go back and try GPT Sovets. But StyleTTS is pretty good. Now, good is subjective, so I think you'll have to try it out yourself and come to your conclusion for that. Alright. Go my GitHub repository, StyleTTS, WebUI models, and I already have this pre-trained base 1 downloaded, so I'm just gonna drag it into here, and so I should have that. Now the WebUI is running, so I should be able to go back, set this up. All right, did that. Yada yada yada. Update the configuration. So this is going to create a configuration file. And we got configuration updated. So you can't see it. Configuration updated successfully here. And yeah, I should be able to run training. Refresh available. Training. Melina. Start training. And oops, I need to change this to pre-train base. My bad. Pre-train base 1. Okay, now I should be able to start training. And we got this going. Alrighty. So that makes me happy. Things are going pretty smoothly now. We are able to get the train script running, and on this in the terminal window down here, you can actually see that it is progressing along with training. So if we run into any issues, that's going to set us back a little bit, but I don't think it should be too much. Sweet, there we go. StyleTTS is training. I'm gonna let this train through, and it should. I think I should be able to finish this training in like maybe like 5 or so minutes. It should be done in about 5 minutes, and then we should be good to go. What's up, Aztec? Thank you for tuning in. Hello, hello. Welcome to the chat. Aaron, do I think StyleTTS has more potential than Tortoise? No, in terms of quality, Tortoise is higher. Just based on the architecture, Tortoise is a GPT underlying architecture. It's an autoregressive system, so the way that it's able to generate its predictions on how a sentence sounds is superior, I think, than StyleTTS. However, StyleTTS is much more predictable, and you're able to get more consistent outputs from StyleTTS. So, long story short, Tortoise is better for quality, but StyleTTS is better for consistency. And then also, StyleTTS is faster than Tortoise, and that is a big factor depending on what your goal is. Like, if you want a chat bot, you're most likely going to want to go with something that's a little bit faster, so like StyleTTS. But if you want quality, and you can afford to wait the time, Tortoise for sure. But that's not to say that maybe in the future we won't see like a non-autoregressive system top Tortoise or these autoregressive systems. I just don't think we are there yet. But yeah, if anyone in the chat right now has any additional questions, I am just sitting here watching my screen train, so not really doing anything. But yeah, feel free to ask questions. I can answer most things as best as I can. So let's see. I came to ask one question regarding hardware, as you want to use local models. I know for sure that I want to change my GPU, but is CPU relevant in any way? If so, an i5-9400F have be good enough. What are the specs on the i5? i5-9400F. Let's see. 4.1 gigahertz. I think. Let's see. PCI Express lanes. Yeah, you should be good enough here. I mean, you don't really need a fast CPU. The speed of CPU might actually help for pre-processing data, because there's a lot of pre-processing that occurs on the CPU. But for a majority, let's say that you want to do a lot of training and you want to do inference, you're going to do a majority of that on your GPU for like these local models. There's always limitations, like you can't run like these huge models without spending bank, but it really depends on what you're trying to run. I'd say try to aim for something with like 12 gigabytes of VRAM. That seems to be a nice sweet spot. But if you got the budget, you got the money, get like a 3090, 24 gigabytes of RAM, or a 4090 with 24 gigabytes of RAM, of VRAM. Oh, excuse me. Do I think RVC is the current best open source voice cloning and voice conversion programming right now? RVC is, well, in terms of voice to voice, I would say yes. Voice to voice, I still haven't come across anything that is superior, open source and local wise. But if you're looking for like voice conversion, maybe for like text to speech or something like that, it's some completely different architecture. But yeah, I think RVC is still the best. It's still the easiest to train as well too. And it's got a lot of users, so a lot of backing. Alright, so training complete. That is awesome. Now if I launch TensorBoard, which I do have a launch TensorBoard button here, it should launch myself a TensorBoard browser, and here we go. So, oh, you guys can't see my TensorBoard. Here, local host 606. Alright, so it launches TensorBoard, and then you can actually take a look at how training is going here. So, we don't actually have much loss going on just because I trained for 2 epochs. But TensorBoard does in fact work. And the settings tab, there's no settings here, so I gotta maybe add something there later, but I don't really see a reason for that. Regardless, we are done training a model, so now I'm gonna go ahead and update voices, and you'll see that there's no voice here. So what I need to do is take an audio sample and take an audio sample, put it into this voices folder on the left hand side here. So I'm going to name it Melina, and then I'm going to just drag or just copy one of these files into here. So now we've got a voice, so I can choose Melina, and it says no models found for the voice chosen, new models not loaded. Okay, so so what I need to do is actually put these models into this models folder here. So let's see, Melina. Let me go ahead and throw my models into the Melina folder. I think it'll take a little bit of time. My goodness. That was taking longer than I thought. Alright, while that waits, let me look at the comments. Have you heard of higher speech TTS? I have not heard of higher speech TTS. There are a lot of TTS systems out there, but that is not one of them that I've seen so far. Let's see. You plan on using the GPU for voice training, but you'll probably use some chatbots in Stable Diffusion too. MSI 4060, good enough. Uh-oh. I had an issue. Well, let me go ahead and drag these into here. MSI 4060 Ti, good enough. If you get the 16 gigabyte variant, I would go for the larger VRAM version. You might run into limitations with 8 gigabytes of VRAM, so just be wary of that. Yeah, my go-to is for like cheaper options is the 3060 12 gigabyte version, just because that's like $280 and you can get that with 12 gigabytes of VRAM. So yeah, it helps out to have a little bit more VRAM on your card. Hey, what's up, Henry? Thank you for tuning in. Glad you've been watching me for a year. Very much appreciate it. Curiosity, what major did I study? I have my degree in mechatronic engineering, so you can think of it as like robotics. So I had gotten my degree in that area. And you know, it didn't have as much coding as you might expect. So I learned a lot of the coding though outside of my major. So alrighty. And then I just want to update my voices here. Should have, let's see, Melina, voice model. Okay, what's going on here? Alrighty, models, Melina. So I should also be able to check inside of that folder to look for inferencing models. So WebUI. Yeah, no, for sure. As that, yeah, that'll be a little bit better. So, no such file or directory. Model paths.yaml. Huh? What am I looking for? Interesting. Load models WebUI. Oh, I need to I have a I have a YAML file that it looks like I never uploaded. Okay, yeah, I need to add this as a file to not ignore. So what I'm doing here is going into models, and then I'm going to do not models paths.yaml. I'm going to upload that. So get status, get status. CD. Oops. Get add all. Get status. Get status. Okay. I'm going to copy this WebUI. Go into here, paste. See if there's any changes. I don't believe I did. Okay, maybe I did. Get add WebUI. Get commit m fixes. Get push. Alright, get pull. Get stash. Get pull. Alrighty, cool. So WebUI. Okay, cool. Expected string, bytes, or path object, not bool. Why is it looking for... Why is it true or false? Okay. Alright, let me see what value this train list is. So okay, train list. Melina. Okay. Oh. I know what's happening here. I have, this is a true or false question exists. So what I need to do is remove that exists there, because that is old logic. I don't need that. And just let it grab the path based on this. Ooh, that's actually bad. I have lowercase and uppercase. I'm gonna leave it. I'm feeling changing it right now. Okay. Cool. So that is there. Let me launch this local host. Let's go into Microsoft Edge. Alright, so let me refresh the page. Alrighty, so there we go. Last but not least, or finally, we can inference and update voices. I've got 2 PTH files. Let me choose the second one. No model or configuration loaded. Check model config. Exceptions must derive from base exceptions. Okay. Okay, what is going on here? So let's go to do that. Okay, model path, model name, epoch, go into the function, get model configuration of the voice. Right, cool. Load configurations. All right, configurations is loaded. ASR config, epoch. Let me make sure that all of these are here actually. Utils, ASR, okay. I believe all of those are there. Okay, if not model path. Wait a second. Model path. What is model path here? Oh, this loads a default. Okay. All right. Okay, phonemization loaded, sampler loaded, so clean loaded, that loaded, loaded, load pre-trained model. Okay, so that's where it seems to be running into issue, is this load pre-trained model. Models, Melina, epoch, second, PH. Okay. Acceptance must derive from base exception. That's interesting. Why does it not allow me to load? Models, Melina, epoch. Let me see. models, Melina, epoch. I mean, it's capital M. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Maybe it is. Maybe it is that capital M. It's throwing it off. Let me see. Alright. Where is let me see. Let me see. Let me see if I mean, it shouldn't be that. That's literally just a lowercase in this case. I don't think it matters for Windows. See, that worked just fine. Let me refresh this page. What? Huh. Weird. I'm gonna have to chase this some other way. Once I finish the WebUI project for StyleTTS2, looking to make a WebUI for MetaVoice 1B. Maybe if I get into the training of MetaVoice 1B and all of that stuff, then yeah. Right. Melina config. Okay, well, let me just try to see if inference works here. Generate error. Need to do NLTK. So let me go ahead and install NLTK real quick, based on that error. Then I'm going to need to update my instructions. 10 install NLTK by running the below Python script. Download Python, download. Download NLTK. Download Punkt. Alright, let me copy that into oh, I actually don't need that. Let's do Python. Virtual environment scripts activate. Accelerate. Shoot, I'm gonna wait for that to finish. Alright. V scripts activate. Do Python modules StyleTTS. Download Punkt doesn't exist. StyleTTS. Download Punkt.py. Alrighty. So let's see if that NLTK worked. Yep. Continue there. Continue there. Alright. Let's try to generate. What's going on here? Attempted to load tokenizers Punkt tab English. Searched in these directories. Punkt tab not found. Okay, so still running into some issues here. Oh, my camera died. Be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Shoot, freaking NLTK. What's about Life Gamer? Do we have to pay for PyCharm? I don't think so, but hey, if you have to now, then if that's what they're saying, then probably yeah. I use VS Code, so I've never used. Excuse me. I've never used PyCharm. Tokenizers, Punkt tab. What is going on here? Let's try pip install NLTK. Alright. And we're going to need to add NLTK into the requirements. We shall see. Okay. Huh. Interesting. What is going on here? Import NLTK. Import NLTK. Alright, tokenize, punked. What? I thought I did this. What's going on? StyleTTS. Download punked. Okay, let's try to run this manually like this. Downloading package punked to that. Okay. Alright, it's already up to date. Well, let me try to run it from my WebUI here, which should work. If not, I've got an issue somewhere. I should have a video on how you can set up the VS Code, so try to search that up, but shit, copy. But I do recommend that you get Pylance and then the Python. What are they called? Extensions? And those should help out for debugging and whatnot. Oh man, I got another bug. Got a squash. I don't know what's causing this one. Oh, that's okay. This is up and going. Restart this here. Generate. Okay, this does work. Okay. Dang it. What else is missing? VE and V. Okay. NLTK data. Attempted to load tokenizes punk tab English. Okay, let me see. Pip show NLTK. Pip show NLTK. 3.8 to 3.81. Did they change anything? They did make a install NLTK equals 3.8.1. Okay, let's try this. New version of NLTK installed, which is this 3.8.1. Okay. Edge. Generate. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So new version, not good. I'm gonna need to add that as a frozen requirement inside of here. NLTK equals 3.8.1. Go ahead and save that. Does StyleTTS control emotion? You kind of can if you have like an emotional text, but nothing groundbreaking, unfortunately. Okay, cool. So that is that bug is ironed out. So that is due to NLTK. And then now I don't know what the heck is happening with this. So let me go to dot change. When I do dot change, update voice settings. Oh, it doesn't have the it doesn't pass the model name in this one. Well, hold on. Hold on. No model software to voice. Hello, Siddhartha. Do I finish today? I don't know. We'll see if I'm able to iron out all of these remainder bugs. But if you want to take a look at the repository, the installation should be there. But currently running into some issues right now with it. Okay, so I have the model configuration. Okay. WebUI. let me comment that out actually. That might be a fake. That might be a fake check actually. Now that if I take a look at it, yeah, that check might not be doing anything actually because it's already returning back none because there's no return on this normally. Oops. Oh, there is no error. I just incorporated a check that doesn't make sense. So let me fix this check real quick. Load all models. Load pre-trained model. Say now I can return an actual value, and that should say return true. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back one more. Actually, yeah, let's return false. Already, return false. If loaded check. No model or load or no model or model configuration loaded. Model configuration check. Okay, cool. So this should be good to go. Let's go ahead and run this. Remove breakpoints. Copy this over into WebUI. Paste that. Let's make Edge open. Let's refresh the page here. Alrighty. So we got waiting for models to load. Alright, models finished loading. So let's go ahead and now demo this out and just try it out. So let me get some text. I'll copy this, go into here, paste this, generate. There we go. Alrighty, cool. So that is very, very, very quiet. So I don't think you guys are gonna be able to hear that much. Okay, but yeah, it works. Now I wonder why it sounds so muffled. Oh, that's why. Okay, I grabbed a bad audio sample. Let me grab a better audio sample. Datasets, Melana, no. Training, Melana, audio. Oh. Let's see. Alrighty, there you go. Let's copy this one into voices. Let's get rid of this. Ouch, my ears. And copy this into Melana here. Alrighty. Let's re-update the voices. Refresh the page. Actually, I need to make this to where it refreshes the reference audio here. Alrighty, let's try this out. Reference audio, choose that. Generate. Listen to that.
Activate Ven. If you've never run Ven before on Windows PowerShell, you will need to change execution policy to remote sign.
Okay, it's cool. So, I don't know if you guys can hear that. It might be quite quiet, but it is indeed working. Let's see, stream audio. Let's turn this up to plus 10 decibels. Let's see.
Activate Ven. If you've never run Ven before on Windows PowerShell, you will need to change execution policy to remote sign.
Alrighty, so cool. That works. And I think that should be all of the little bugs ironed out of this installation. So let's go here. Let's save that. Git status, git add all of those. Okay, install NLTK by running the below Python script, modules, StyleTTS, run the StyleTTS WebUI, Python WebUI. Git status. Let's see. Git commit m commit final changes, git push, git status, git pull, git stash, git pull. Okay, cool. So it should be all up on the GitHub page and should be ready to go in case you guys want to go ahead and try installing it via Python. So manual installation should be up to date as long as well as with the instructions for it. Download, install, yada yada yada. Python WebUI, cool. So that should actually be good to go. And then oh sorry, I'm showing my GitHub repository here. So this should be all good to go. And then I will be releasing a frozen Windows package for my YouTube members, so that you can just download and run it. And this should work indefinitely, I would say, until like, you know, software changes for your computer and so on and so forth. That's why I like freezing these packages and putting them into like a runtime folder, so that, you know, everything stays static. But yeah, if you want to try to get the manual installation going, can't wait, or you're not a member of the YouTube channel, though you should, you know, join if you want to consider supporting me, then yeah, you can go ahead and try out the GitHub repository here for now on Windows. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's live stream. Got to go somewhere. So for all of you guys who tuned in and chatted with me, thank you. Very much appreciate it. Thank you for keeping me company. And I will see you guys later. Peace out.